Oh, I don't have Zoom up.
What is going on YouTube? Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Remy's Roundtable, the Florida Theme Park podcast. We are glad that you guys are with us this evening. We do have a great show for you guys. And it's gonna be a fun little episode tonight. So thank you so much for being on tonight, guys. And we'll get started here momentarily. You, I sent you the link, right?
Waiting on you to let me in.
You are. Boom. You're in.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Let, let's do it. That's right. You guys are listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida Theme Park Podcast. What is going on, everybody, and welcome. We do have a great show for you guys. First up, we do have the latest theme park updates. All of that, we do have this week in Disney history. We have Ride of the Week, and we will wrap everything up tonight with Mike's Munchies. So, welcome to the show, everybody. If you guys would like to follow us on If you guys would like to follow us on all social media, you guys can on
Bye-bye.
on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube every Wednesday evening. Oh, every Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. on our YouTube channel. So if you guys can, please chime on in and hang out with us. We do have a great show for you guys, and I do have a little technical difficulties at the moment, but all right, we are back. We are back on here, so we're good to go. So yeah, like I say, guys, you guys can follow us on all social media, which is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube, which we do go live every Wednesday evening around 9 p.m. So welcome to the show, everybody. Of course, you guys know me. My name is Remy, and with me is my dangerous co-host, my partner in crime, my lovely wife, Jen. Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm fabulous.
And we have our foodie with us. We have King Mike with us. Mike, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I am doing great as well.
Well, I went to Hollywood Studios today, and then I went to Epcot for a little bit to get some fresh air, walk around a little bit. The one thing I did do today is when I went to Epcot, I went on Figment, and of course, I was with a good friend of ours, Scott from the No New Friends podcast, Parents Night Out podcast. Uh, Jen, do you remember the old school version of Figment when it was the Dream Finder at Epcot?
No.
No. Mike, do you remember the old school version of Figment back at Epcot?
Figment.
The purple dragon?
Yeah,
Do you remember the old school version of that ride when it was the Dream Finder?
yeah, I do actually because I went on it. Or yeah, I think I went on it when it was still available.
When it still was the Dream Finder?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about that. When I was talking to Scott for a little bit, I asked him, and I asked him the question was, do you think we should bring back the should Epcot bring back the Dreamfinder on the attraction? And he said, yeah. So if Figment did get an upgrade, would you guys change the would you guys change Figment into a different attraction, or would you still keep it as a dark ride?
I'm good with the way it is.
So you're good as if it's still a dark ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For me, I wish it was a roller coaster.
Mm,
How cool would that be? I wish Figment was a roller coaster.
I think it would take away from what Figment is
Well,
and what the ride is.
it's imagination, so it'll be pretty dope if it
You
was.
can't do that at high speeds when you're trying to make sure your face doesn't melt off.
It won't be a high speed roller coaster. It will be more like a uh like Revenge of the Mummy at Universal. That's what I was thinking about maybe turning it into. And coming in the studio, we do have our nerd with us. Hey Nicole, how you doing?
Hello, just Ducky. How are you?
We're doing good. We're talking about if you could change Figment, the attraction at Epcot, would you keep it? Would you
Yeah,
would you bring back the Dreamfinder, or would you turn it into a different attraction?
Dreamfinder.
So you would bring back Dreamfinder on the
Uh-huh,
attraction. Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. So you were actually on the same page with
I
Scott.
love Figment.
Figment the Purple Dragon. I wish it like I always when I was on it today, I'm like, you know what? I wish this was I wish this was an indoor coaster. A Figment indoor roller coaster, similar like to Revenge of the Mummy, but it'll be a low speed kiddie coaster where you'll still have Figment in the ride, you'll still have all the animatronics, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Why
go.
not just leave it as a dark ride?
I don't know. I think like I want more. I thought Figment to me, I kind of want it more as a thrill ride. Now I like the dark ride, I do, but they could use a little refurbishment because it is so outdated.
I mean, I love a roller coaster, but Figment, nah, nah.
Nah, okay,
Figment's got to stay dark ride. Like, no, it doesn't need to be a roller coaster.
but it does need to be refurbished, right? Like it needs like a whole like get some work done because this is an outdated attraction.
I don't know that it necessarily needs it, but I wouldn't mind bringing the Dreamfinder back.
So you want to bring back the Dreamfinder.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun. So how you guys doing? How was you guys weekend? You guys seemed pretty busy. Mike, did you have a chance to watch Monday Night Raw last night?
Yes.
Saying goodbye to Mr. John Cena.
Yes. Yeah, it was sad to see.
Were you all emotional about him leaving?
That's just after all. Well, I mean, they got two more show. There's two more shows we get to see him on, which is Survivor Series and Eliminate, and the Sunday night main event, which is the winner of the tournament. Which I was hoping more so that he was going to be in the men's the the Survivor Series War Games match instead of Jimmy Uso. Like have John Cena in there, and they could have had Austin Theory in there instead of Drew McIntyre, so they could do that, like have that rivalry again with Cena pinning Austin to get
Who
revenge.
who came back? I mean, there was a big wrestler who just came back to Raw. It was
That was it.
Dolph Ziggler. Yeah.
Yeah, So Dolph might be back in the company, and so might be Zack Ryder. But I'm hoping Zack Ryder they give him his name of Matt Cardona because
Well, wait a minute. Matt Cardona, he is part of AEW, but he's also going to be wrestling in WWE. So he could make a comeback. But I was reading I was reading an article on social media about Ryback. Ryback will not return to WWE. I don't know if Ryback will come back to be a wrestler, but he he said, and I quote, "No, I will not return back to WWE."
no, yeah, exactly.
I saw like I did watch a little bit of the clips of John Cena's bye bye match when all three of them were in the ring. Rey Mysterio, John Cena, and they were all in the ring together, and they all did the five finger punch, which was awesome. It was such an awesome clip I saw. But anyway, guys, we are actually gonna go ahead and get started. We are gonna go ahead and do the latest theme park updates. All right, guys. So we are heading over to Epcot. Epcot continues to evolve as one of Walt Disney World's most dynamic parks. Beginning on January 4th of next year, Coral Reef Restaurant will officially become a dinner-only location, operating daily from 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. in the evening. The restaurant, famous for its massive 5.7 million gallon aquarium and mesmerizing sea life views, has long been a guest favorite for its relaxing atmosphere and under the sea dining ambience. While Disney hasn't clarified whether this shift is temporary or permanent, many speculate it's part of ongoing efficiency efforts across the parks. For fans of lunchtime dining with the fish, now's the time to book that midday reservation before it swims away for good. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that's a good move on Epcot turning into the Coral Reef into just a dinner reservation instead of like the lunch reservation?
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
probably smart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily something that fans would enjoy, but it's a smart business move because then more people are going to concentrate the reservations into that dinner time slot. So then you don't have to pay for as many hours or as many employees.
Or as
So
much
it is a
food.
smart business move.
You don't have to pay for as much food either if you're doing that. You cut half
Well,
of views and weight.
hopefully they will have to pay for as much food. It's just that it's going to be all done at once as opposed to spread out throughout the day. Because ideally, I'm sure they're hoping to get all the reservations more concentrated instead of
We
spread out.
I'm thinking more along the lines of like food waste and things like that, so there'd be less food waste.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've been there a couple of times, right? The Coral Reef at Epcot.
We've been there at least once, maybe twice.
Was it the one time when it was just you and I, and then the other time was you, me, and my mom?
Yeah.
That was the second time we went because mom was in the mood for seafood, right? And she's like, I'm like, well, we have two options. We can go to Japan, we can go get sushi, or we can go to Coral Reef and we can go to Coral Reef and go have like an actual seafood meal at the Coral Reef, which it was fantastic. I think what I had there, I had the lobster bisque. Was
It's
that
been quite a while, so I don't remember.
I think that's what I had. I think I had the lobster bisque there. Also, Epcot is also preparing for one of its most heartwarming annual events, the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays, running from November 28th through December 30th. Guests can expect festive food booths serving holiday-inspired bites from around the world, beautiful decor across World Showcase, and the triumphant return of storytellers around the world, where performers share cultural traditions from each nation pavilion. You'll meet Pierre Noel in France, Father Christmas in the UK, Le Befana, or is it La Befana or La Befana?
La Befana.
La Befana in Italy, and even the mischievous Barn Santa in Norway. Each story
No
told.
Krampus?
No, well,
Sorry.
I mean, didn't we have a Krampus before? I mean, not at Disney, but didn't Krampus like made an appearance at Halloween Horror Nights at Universal?
Oh, I have no idea.
I
I have
think he
no
did.
idea.
I think he did. It was a few years ago. I believe that I believe Krampus was at Halloween Horror Nights. It was like years ago. So maybe he showed up at Halloween Horror Nights, but no, there will not be a Krampus at Epcot. I do not see that happening at Epcot. But each storyteller brings a unique flavor to Epcot's global holiday celebration. Of course, no holiday season at Epcot would be complete without the candlelight processional. Yes, returning to the America Gardens Theater nightly at 5 p.m., 6:45, and 8:15. Now, I know you guys were. I know the last show for uh, Food and Wine Fest was the Beach Boys. John Stamos was there. He was playing with the Beach Boys at Epcot. So take our advice. If you guys are going or planning to go to Candlelight this season over at Epcot, Jen and I, we recommend you guys to do the dining package because this is a great experience. You pick out your favorite narrator who you want to go see. You get to go to your favorite restaurant. And of course, you get a perfect seating view of Candlelight, which is perfect. So, Jen, what do you think about that?
I mean, it was fun for us to do it when we did Food and Wine Fest. So I mean, the only downfall of doing like the Food and Wine Fest thing with the dinner package and everything is that, yes, you get tickets so that you're getting close to the stage and everything. You get closer to the stage to anybody that like waited in line for it, but you also didn't get any of your discounts that you would have. So kind of sucky that way, but
Yeah, for annual pass holders. But here's the thing: what I saw on social media about the beach when the guests were waiting for the Beach Boys, guests were waiting in line for approximately 4 hours to go see the Beach Boys at Epcot. 4 freaking hours. What the actual fuck? I mean,
Doesn't surprise me. People wait in line for 3 hours just to go see Candlelight Processional.
I've the most I've waited for Candlelight. I waited 2 hours. That was like the longest one I've waited for because that was when I wanted to go see Jodie Benson, and I did, which I saw her. She did a fantastic job doing Candlelight. But now you guys are probably asking yourself, Remy, who is going to be narrating Candlelight this year? Well, guys, I have the lineup. I do have the lineup right here. We have Constance Wu, Ralph Macchio, Marley Matlin, Lauren Daigle. Is that how you say her name, Jen? Daigle.
Bagel.
Daigle. Lauren Daigle, of course, our boy, Mr. Brendan Fraser. So he'll be at doing Candlelight. Joel Joel Smallbone, and even Cheryl Lee Ralph. And on December 3rd and December 4th, we were going to have Jennifer Garner, but replacing her is none other than Miss Susan Egan. You guys know her.
Okay, Meg.
You guys know her as Meg, but we also know her as
First bell, right?
the first
On
Belle on
Broadway?
Broadway. Yeah, which I had the privilege of seeing her on stage in New York with my mom. So
Cool.
Yay.
I know it was
I
pretty
love Dave
awesome.
Negan.
Meanwhile, over in the Land Pavilion, the greenhouses are transforming into a twinkling winter wonderland. The glittering greenhouses. Installation at Living with the Land has begun with cast members carefully stringing lights through the lush plants and hydroponic systems. It's a sparkling highlight that coincides perfectly with the Festival of the Holidays. And over at the France Pavilion, Epcot's beloved Remy's Ratatouille Adventure has quietly made a major technical update. The attraction has transitioned from 3D to 2D, a decision aimed at improving guest comfort, accessibility, and reliability. Without the need of 3D glasses, the visuals remain crisp and immersive, allowing guests to continue feeling like they're scurrying through Gusto's kitchen with one less thing to juggle. Jen, what is happening over at Magic Kingdom?
At Magic Kingdom, at the heart of the most magical place on Earth, the Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room is getting some well-deserved attention. A construction permit has been filed with the PCL Construction as the contractor signaling upcoming maintenance and refurbishment work. Interestingly, the owner listed on the permit is Facility Assets Management rather than Walt Disney Imagineering, which suggests that the focus will be on the infrastructure, such as audio systems, lighting, and climate control, rather than a creative overhaul. The project is also authorized through November 4th, 2026, ensuring that the singing birds will continue to serenade guests for years to come. Elsewhere in the park, Mickey's PhilharMagic reopened earlier than expected after its November refurbishment. Guests can once again join Donald Duck as he crashes through classic Disney musical moments in stunning high definition and vibrant color. With refreshed projection technology and an updated sound mix, this fan favorite 4D show is sounding better than ever.
Yay! So I guess next time when you and I do go back to Magic Kingdom, which will probably be next year because we're blocked out for a very long time.
Oh no, we're gonna go. I mean, we aren't blocked out for a long time. We're blocked out for a couple of days next week, and then we're blocked out for a couple of weeks in December.
Oh, geez. So we'll plan to go to Magic Kingdom eventually. All
Yes.
right. So we are heading over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that is, well, over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, they are setting the stage for something special with a new permit filed for the magic of Disney animation. This nostalgic attraction, which once gave guests a behind the scenes look at Disney animation, is preparing for a modern comeback. The permit lists Icarus exhibits, known for its expert craftsmanship on attractions like Big Thunder Mountain and Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin as a key collaborator alongside Walt Disney Imagineering. Early speculation hints at a new interactive experience combining digital art and storytelling, celebrating both Disney's past and its future. The reimagined attraction is expected to reopen in 2026, potentially bringing back the charm that made it a cornerstone of early Hollywood studios. All right, Jen, what's happening over at Animal Kingdom?
Over in Animal Kingdom, the Tree of Life Awakenings winter show has returned just in time for the holidays. Starting each evening at 6:15 p.m., guests can gather around the park's icon to watch breathtaking projections dance across its trunk and branches. Each vignette tells a heartwarming story of nature, friendship, and the spirit of the season, all set to a beautiful original score that fills the air with magic until the park closes. Meanwhile, construction continues as Dinoland USA transitions into the new Tropical Americas area. Disney has replaced construction walls around trilobites and dinobite snacks, making marking the next major phase of development. When complete, this reimagined land will blend the worlds of Encanto and Indiana Jones, combining thrilling exploration with Latin American culture, adventure, and music. And for collectors, a new Scar popcorn bucket has roared into Animal Kingdom. Guests can find this exclusive bucket at Mahindi, Africa, the feeding ground, Disney's Discovery Island in Chakrandi. I can't say that word. Chakranadi, Chakranadi,
I think, yeah, it's in
Asia,
Asia.
and Shrek Snacks also in Asia. But hurry, because it's already one of the most sought after souvenirs this season.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. It's $20. So no, thank you. We are heading over to Disney Springs, and that is Disney Springs is expanding its shopping experience with the opening of the Disney Drop Shop on November 21st. So today's Wednesday, so Friday. Located inside the marketplace co-op, the new retail concept caters to collectors and Disney fans alike. Shoppers can expect blind box releases, limited edition collectibles, and collaborations with popular brands like uh, Cosby, Beast Kingdom, and Pop Mart, and also Lorcana. That's right. The drop shop will feature frequent merch drops where guests can score rare figures, apparel, and mystery sets that change weekly, bringing the thrill of discovery to every visit.
All right, so now we're going back to Disney Resorts. Disney's Polynesian Village Resort is preparing to welcome a new dining destination, the Walilulu Bar and Grill, which begins taking reservations on December 3rd, 2025, for its December 4th debut. The menu will feature Polynesian-inspired cuisine, handcrafted cocktails, and tropical desserts served in an open-air setting that celebrates island life. Early previews of the venue show warm wood accents, tiki-inspired decor, and an atmosphere that feels like an extension of the resort's long-loved Trader Sam's vibe.
Ooh.
Construction also continues at the Lakeshore Lodge cabins, where crews can have begun adding intricate wood carvings and natural finishes. The cabins are shaping up beautifully, offering guests a tranquil lakeside escape that combines Disney storytelling with rustic luxury.
Didn't you always want to go to Polynesian and go there for
I wanted to go there and stay.
it's way too expensive to
I
stay
know it's
there.
expensive to stay there. I wouldn't mind going to
Uh,
one of the restaurants.
If only we were a DVC member. If we were a DVC member,
It's
then that
expensive to
would
be
be
a
a
DVC
possibility.
member. It is super expensive. It's like a house payment, dude.
Ugh, okay, never mind then. But yeah, we'll check when if and when you and I do go to the Polynesian Resort, we'll check out the Wailulu Bar and Grill. All right, so we do have some Walt Disney news as well, and that is big changes are coming to Genie Plus and Lightning Lane next year. Disney plans to introduce new attraction tiers, limited Lightning Lane access at Animal Kingdom, and more flexible same day booking options. These updates are intended to improve the balance of crowds across parks and give guests more freedom when planning their days. Disney also confirmed the return of the Disney Celebrates America Military Salute ticket. That was a lot of words. Offering active and retired U.S. military members year-round access for $500 per person. That's how much this ticket will cost for our military members. So $500. If you guys would like to go to Disney, that is how much you'll have to pay for a ticket for a what I say, a year-round access for all of the theme parks. On the business side, Disney parks are thriving. The Disney Experiences division posted a record of $10 billion in operating incomes in last year of 2025, and an 8% increase over the previous year. The company also plans to invest $90 million in pre-opening costs for its two new cruise ships, Disney Destiny and Disney Adventure, which they are going to debut of next year. However, Disney Destiny is already setting sail, so there we go. And in a creative rights milestone, author Gary K. Wolf. Do you guys know who that is? Gary K.
No.
Wolf.
No.
Sadly, no.
All right, well, this is some little history for you guys. Gary K. Wolf is actually the creator of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh,
Yeah, has officially regained ownership of Roger Rabbit and the Toontown universe. The transfer, finalized back in 2024, marks a rare case of intellectual property returning to its original creator after decades under Disney's control, sparking excitement about what new stories may come. And Gary K. Wolf, the creator of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, he is actually going to be making a either a movie or a sitcom based on Jessica Rabbit. That's gonna be cool to watch. All right, Jen, what's going on at Disney Plus?
All right. Well, on the entertainment front, that's that word. On the entertainment front, Marvel Studios has announced that Josh Gad will officially join the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the upcoming Disney
Yay!
Plus series Wonder Man. Fans are buzzing with speculation about which character he'll portray. Meanwhile, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is set to premiere on March 4th, 2026. And a third season reboot is already in the works of the recapture the darker tone that made the original Netflix series such a hit. ABC will also bring holiday joy to homes nationwide with The Wonderful World of Disney Holiday Spectacular airing Monday, December 1st, 2025 around from 8 to 10 p.m. The lineup is packed with performers like Derek Huff, BB Rexa, Gwen Stefani, Coco Jones, and Good Charlotte, making this one of ABC's most musically diverse holiday specials to date.
And we do have we got some news for you guys coming in right now to the Roundtable studio. We do have our tour guide Ryan, or you guys know him as Mags. So he is on the Roundtable this evening. So what is up, Mags? How you doing, man? I guess we
His
can't.
mic's off.
I guess his mic is off, so okay. Well, but anyway, guys, we are going to carry on. We are now heading over to Universal, and that is Universal is matching Disney's move with some big news of its own. The 2026 Military Freedom Pass will offer a full year of access to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure for $220. All right, so you're telling me that Disney is charging $500 all year for U.S. military members, and Universal is giving them a deal of $220.
well, quick question. The one for Disney, is that for all the parks?
That's for all the theme parks, yeah.
To be fair, there is a lot more theme parks and total. I mean, with Disney, you get okay. Yes, yes, Disney Springs is open to the public, but you get four theme parks and two water parks. Essentially, you get access to. Plus,
Very, very true. But Mike, let me ask you this:
meanwhile, Universal has three amusement parks and one. Wait, is Epic Universe part of that deal?
No, this pass.
Okay, so you're basically getting half the amount of parks.
Yeah, I mean you're going to Universal and also Islands of Adventure for $220 just
and Volcano Bay.
Okay, so if you want to add Volcano Bay, that's going to be a $255 pass.
What? For the
add-on for Volcano Bay. So
okay, yeah. So you don't even get to Volcano Bay. At least with the Disney one, you get two water park. You get both of the water parks too with it.
Not with that one. That was just for the parks by its own. Just for
so okay, wow.
So if you are a U.S. military member, you are paying $500 for all four Disney theme parks. If you are a U.S. military member, you are going to be paying $220 for.
Okay, yeah, no, Disney's ripping them off.
See,
does that include every branch of the military? Like, does that include like the Coast Guard and the Space Force, or is that only certain branches of the military?
Yeah, it's just pretty much for all U.S. military members. So if you're a part of the Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, Space Force, who if you are a part of any military branch, you will pay $500 to go to Disney for all year round, or pay the
So
$220.
is it like a one day or like a season pass type deal?
It's more of like it's like a
Okay,
special.
like an annual pass.
Yeah, it's a special annual pass for the military members.
And is the Universal like also an annual pass thing?
Yeah, I mean, like what I just said here. What I said. Yeah, it said here that it's called the military freedom pass. So yeah, for Universal, if you want access to Universal and Onzo Adventure, that will be $220. But for if they want to add Volcano Bay, it's $255.
And how
So
much is a one day ticket for the general public?
oh, Jen, can you look that up real quick? Look up how much is a day ticket, a single day ticket for Universal.
I mean, a couple of years ago, it was like 300 and something
It
dollars.
was 300,
Which
but
makes me think that for Universal it might be like a one day ticket to include all of those.
I mean this will make if I had family members who were part of, the military, this will be a good option for them to go to Universal instead of paying, the $500 to go to Disney, because that is way too much
Oh, absolutely.
for active military members. That is way too much.
Remy,
Absolutely.
what's your favorite branch of the military?
Marines. Sorry. I
Wait,
like the
wait,
Navy too.
hold up. Did you say my
My
favorite?
favorite is the Marines or the Navy.
Okay,
Um, they used
so
to be together, but now
so
they're
Mags asked me, what is my favorite military branch?
big out. He has one.
No, no, I do have one, because Uncle Dave was part of it.
He was in the Marines.
Marines. So yeah, sir, to answer your question,
My
the
uncle was a
the
Marine.
Marines.
My uncle was a Marine.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
wow.
he's technically still a Marine in that
Oh.
you never not a Marine. He was a Marine in the Vietnam War, so
Whoa.
he has a lot of PTSD and shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
he was a Marine in the Vietnam War. My grandfather was in the Air Force. My other grandfather was in the Navy.
The Navy.
Yeah, and his brother was in the Navy as well. They were in the Navy during World War II. And then my uh other grandfather was in the I think he was in the Air Force. He was in one branch and he was a one branch of the military, but maybe he was in the army because he was a sharpshooter.
That is cool.
Yeah,
He was a sharpshooter.
he was a sharpshooter. My
Whoa.
mom's stepdad.
All right, Jen. So what'd you find for Universal? What's the single? How much is a single day ticket for Universal?
Just for Universal is
Yep.
$119.
Wow.
But it's just for Universal for one day, and they actually do packages where you get one day and then you get another day for free kind of thing. But
That's a deal.
let's see, explore all tickets.
All right, so guys, while Jen is looking that up, I'm gonna carry on with the updates, and that is, speaking of Epic Universe, Universal is teaming up with Elon Musk, the Boring Company, to explore an underground transit system that could connect all Universal properties. The first phase would link Epic Universe with nearby hotels, followed by expansions to Universal Studios, City Walk, and eventually International Drive. This project could redefine how guests travel across the resort, reducing traffic congestion and improving guest flow. So what they're doing is, there are plenty Universal and Elon Musk, they want to make some type of a subway system, but it's going to be featuring just Tesla cars.
Okay, but to be fair, they've been doing that for a while. They've been practicing that for a while now. They've been attempted to, and it can actually work in that sense because, well, you don't really need to travel that far for between City Walk, between Universal Studios, Florida, Orlando, Universal, City Walk, and also Islands of Adventure. Especially because there's another way to go between Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure with the Hogwarts train if you have the Park Hopper Pass. But yeah, Epic Universe is out of the way. It's like across the highway and stuff, if I remember correctly, right?
Wait, Universal?
No,
No,
no.
Epic.
Epic Universe is like farther away from the other two Universal parks, right?
I don't know. I haven't been there yet.
Stop, stop, stop. I'm losing sound.
Hold on a sec.
The heck? Sorry, guys. We're having a little technical difficulties at the moment.
Mm,
Shit.
what is it?
No, I just lost. Oh, fuck.
Don't tell me you're not recording.
No, 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 no. Hold on. It's shit. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. We're just having a little problem real quick.
Mm.
That's okay. Let's see if this works. Jen, give me a test real quick.
Testing, 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 testing.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, so we're back. All right, so yeah, we were just talking about, so Mike, to answer your question, yeah, Epic Universe is on like on the way opposite side of Universal. It's about
Yeah,
an
like
extra.
FudgePod is closer to the other two Universal parks than Epic Universe.
Yeah, Epic is like closer to like iDrive, I think, right?
Very close to iDrive. It's actually right off of it's behind Sand Lake.
Yeah.
So it's like just on the
I mean,
opposite
so it's
side of Sand Lake.
that far from Universal, but it is
It's
further
you
off
have to
than
drive.
like,
You have to drive.
yeah.
A bit of a drive. So anyway, guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna carry on real quick, and that is so yeah, so hopefully if we get this little transit system, this will work out great for not only for the guests but also for the team members as well at Universal. So that could also be
Yeah.
a great idea for them too.
It's like a 5 minute or 5 mile drive. So it's like depending on how you go, it's between, 12 minutes and 40 minutes.
That's not bad.
If you don't go on like I-4.
That's not bad at all. You outside of Florida, Universal also released the full lineup for its upcoming Universal Kids Resort opening next year in Frisco, Texas. This family-focused theme park will include 7 themed lands such as Shrek Swamp, Jurassic World, Adventure Camp, SpongeBob's Bikini Bottom, Trolls Fest, and Puss in Boots Del Mar. The new resort represents Universal's biggest step yet into regional family-friendly destinations. All right, Jen, what's happening over at SeaWorld?
Well, at SeaWorld Orlando, it's ringing in the holidays with its 2025 Christmas celebration, running select dates through January 5th, 2026. Returning favorites include Elmo's Christmas Witch, Oh Wondrous Night, and Winter Wonderland on Ice. At Bayside Stadium, guests can visit Santa daily through December 24th and enjoy a festive dining experience at Shark's Underwater Grill from November 29th through December 25th. A new version of Mrs. Claus Magic Kitchen will feature live baking demonstrations and audience interaction, while the beloved Clyde and Seymour's countdown to Christmas returns with all new hijinks. In addition, SeaWorld has introduced a new accessibility policy that restricts seated walkers inside the park, opting instead to prioritize scooters and wheelchairs to improve safety and walkway flow. It's kind of hard to like go around SeaWorld in a seated walker. It would be better for them to have the wheelchair scooters and things like that because you're going up and down like pretty steep hills at SeaWorld.
Well, one hill over by Pipeline, and the other hill is over by that stadium, over by Bayside Stadium.
Like I
So,
said, you're going over pretty steep hills, dude.
yeah. The Florida Strawberry Festival in Plant City returns from February 26th through March 11th, 2026, under the theme Still Growing. That's the theme. This beloved event combines concerts, carnival rides, and agriculture with performances from Alabama, Lauren Daigle, the Oak Ridge Boys, Brantley Gilbert, and the Offspring. Tickets go on sale on December 11th, 2025. In downtown Orlando, the city council has approved a $400 million renovation project for the EDC Orlando Stadium aimed at expanding concert capacity and adding modern
Amenities.
amenities to attract major events. The acclaim Blue Bamboo Center for the Arts, one of Orlando's most beloved live music venues, has received $900,000, $994 in county funding. Known for showcasing jazz, blues, and classical performances, Blue Bamboo's new funding will help upgrade facilities and expand educational outreach programs.
That's $900,994. He was saying $900,000, $994.
Sorry, 900,000. Help me out here, Jen.
I married a man who cannot read numbers. I am Easter, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I mean, honestly, Remy, I
9,000.
think your ability reading numbers no different than the economy these days. So
Look, who are you telling? We can talk off air about some of the shit that's going down.
There you go. That will be off air.
That
So
I don't want to get in trouble.
no.
Go for the job next year.
So that'll be off air. So we'll keep it right there. Downtown Claremont is also getting a creative boost with a brand new live music venue taking over the city's former brewery, offering another cultural hub for Central Florida's growing arts scene. Meanwhile, the Florida Department of Education has announced a new communism curriculum. Really? So you're telling me if oh shit, not again. I'm losing sound.
I don't know why either, honey.
Hmm. Um, Remy, please don't tell me we have to start over for the beginning.
No. I just We're good. It keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out.
It's the wire.
I don't know why.
It has to be the wire.
All right, we're good. We're good. Okay, so back to what I was saying before. I was talking about, the Florida Department of Education. So yeah, they're going to be teaching communism for
well, hold on.
They're not going to be teaching
Do they have a new communism agenda or communist agenda? Because those are two very different things.
Basically, they're teaching about communism and what the regimes were, like Russia.
Well, I mean, they should be teaching about various forms of
communism and
government and
Right.
exactly.
and economic setups, and these are things
Yeah.
they should be teaching
Socialism,
in your
fascism,
civics class.
exactly.
I think
It's
I
Yeah.
am most surprised by the fact that the Florida education system made a decision to teach things more well-rounded.
Mm-hmm. There you
No,
go.
they've always taught about stuff like this. It's just that they haven't like it's just a new curriculum. That's all it is that they are adopting a new curriculum that next year they have to teach that specific curriculum. It's just they probably literally all this probably is that they have a new book. They have a new book that they have to use instead.
That's it.
That's
Is it
I
red?
think I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not,
wow.
I don't teach
Thank
about
you, Ryan.
communist regimes.
Thank
I
you,
am a
Ryan.
kindergarten teacher. We don't go into that until high school. Um, and yeah, no, it's literally probably they're making it a big deal about this, but it's literally probably that they had to adopt a new book that
But
they
I
were,
mean, here
and with
the
parent
students
choice,
better
they
study
actually have
hard.
to do that.
They better study hard so they can get high marks.
wow. Also, speaking about the school system as well, school start times are also under review across Orange County
I have
and
to fill out my survey on that actually.
and Osceola counties with proposed changes moving elementary schools to 7:45 a.m., high schools to 8:40 a.m., and middle schools starting at 9:35 a.m.
Yep.
What in the world?
So the idea behind that because I've been talking about it with some people, the idea behind it is that the kids that are in high school um would be finishing a little bit later, yes, but they would be getting some sleep. Which is something that they really need when they're that much older and their bodies need a little bit more sleep.
They
So
can make it into the
growing
TV back in high school?
No.
growing up, we had staggered start times, but middle school started between
Yeah,
high
middle
school and
school.
elementary school. It
Yeah.
was not that late of a start.
Yeah, that the
That's
re
a
what
late
they're
start.
so elementary school now starts about 8:30, 8:40, right? Elementary school, that's usually their start times, except for my school because my school is an extra hour school, so we actually start teaching at 8:15. Um, uh, high
Yeah,
school,
growing up,
or
ours was like 7:30 start time for elementary school.
so literally all they're doing is they're switching elementary and high school. They're switching our start times. So,
But
uh,
then why is middle school so late?
middle school's always been late like that. Middle school's
Ew.
always been 9:30. They've always had that late of a time, really.
I remember going to middle school like around 8:30.
No, we know it was never that early. It was usually about 9:30.
Well,
I remember I went to Liberty
because I remember when I had to take the city bus.
and we didn't get finished with school until after 3:30.
There was one time where I had to take this. I mean, of course, like I had to take the city bus to my middle school, and there was one day I had to walk from my middle school back to mom and dad's house, and
Well,
that was a far ass walk.
so the thing that I think will probably be an issue is that a lot of kids in the county, the high school kids, especially in like neighborhood schools, which are getting screwed over, um, the high school kids have younger siblings. They need to pick up those younger siblings. That'll be difficult to do if they get out of school later than the younger siblings. There are no facilities for some of our schools for them to have after school care. So parents have to figure out a way to get that taken care of. It's just a whole little thing. But they're also looking at ways to cut costs when it comes to transportation.
Right.
And it's really right now because of enrollment and other things that are happening and all over the country with private schools, parent choice, um, just different things like that. Going down because of private schools and laws that have been passed in the last few years regarding parent choice and giving parents the option to take the kids out of public school and put them somewhere else, with a voucher or a scholarship or some have you. We've had unbelievably poor numbers. And because of that, they're consolidating schools in our county, in the different counties, actually all throughout the state. There was a law that was just passed, or that was just put into effect in July, where it's called the Schools of Hope, where um, the governor basically put into place that charter schools could, if enrollment was really below you know what that school had capacity for, even if it was just 2 seats, that they could take over the school, and or coexist with the school, and the county that owned the property would have to pay for the upkeep of the facility and also for the food that the charter school is using with the students that are eating at that school. So, yeah.
And finally, the legal.
So barely any overhead costs for the charter school because they would be taking over one of the county's underused location.
And finally, the legal saga between Morgan and Morgan and Disney over the Steamboat Willie copyright issue has officially ended. The law firm has dropped its lawsuit, putting the nearly yearly long case to rest once and for all. So good.
Year long, you mean?
Yeah, year-long case to rest once and for all. So, about time on Morgan & Morgan. So, guys, that will do it for the latest theme park updates brought to you by our good friends over by the Magic Candle Company. So, guys, do us a favor. Head on over to that website, themagiccandlecompany.com. Pick yourself up a candle for your home or for your office. And guys, you know what? Do us a favor. This will be a good time for you to go grab a candle for your loved ones for the holiday season, and they make great little stocking gifts or a gift of their own. And if you guys need a discount, you guys can use our code Roundtable19 at checkout for your lovely discount. All right, Jen, let's go and do it. It is now time for This Week in Disney History.
We're in front of the camera. We're not doing anything.
What did I say?
Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. It is now time for This Week in Disney History. Jen, you better stop laughing because I told you a joke earlier you know what? I'm not going to say it because Jen, just do This Week in Disney History.
You're not wearing a zipper.
Okay.
Sorry, that's an inside joke.
Well, the look on Mag's face. Mags, I'm gonna tell you what happened. No, because you said it's the inside joke. I am gonna go ahead and tell it because
it's an inside joke because it's between the two of us.
Well, too bad. So I'm gonna tell it right now, anyways. So I told Jen, I said, "What has
56.
No, hold on, stupid sound. The sound's going in and out again.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. So I told Jen, I said, Jen, what has 52 teeth, and when you stand around me,
goes up and down when you stand around me.
That goes up and down when you stand around me. My zipper.
Yeah.
So there's a dead.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mags looks so impressed with that joke. He's like,
wow.
Oh,
all right.
Interesting.
All right, Jen. Let's do it. It is now time for This Week in Disney History.
All right, This Week in Disney History. November 19th through November 25th. November 19th, 1971. Walt Disney World officially welcomes guests to its newest resort destination, the Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, located at 4510 North Fort Wilderness Trail in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. This rustic escape brings guests closer to nature, offering campsites, cozy cabins, and a wilderness retreat just minutes from the Magic Kingdom. The resort was designed to capture the spirit of the American frontier, complete with horse drawn wagon rides, campfire sing alongs, and outdoor movie nights with Chip and Dale. It remains one of the most unique and beloved stays on Disney property, blending classic Disney hospitality with an adventurous, outdoorsy feel. November 19th, 1990, Disney's Beachside Club Resort opens its doors at 1800 Epcot Resorts Boulevard. Modeled after an elegant Victorian style Cape Cod seaside retreat, this deluxe resort brings New England charm to the heart of Walt Disney World. One of its biggest highlights is Stormalong Bay, a massive 3-acre pool complex shared with the Yacht Club Resort, complete with a sand bottom pool, lazy river, and one of the tallest resort water slides on property. Also debuting on this day was the Atlantic Wear and Wardrobe Emporium, the resort's stylish boutique offering coastal themed apparel and souvenirs.
Keeps going in and out. She.
By the way,
Take it.
doing it on purpose. Okay, whatever.
Okay, yeah, it's still not.
You want me to start?
But hopefully we're not even recording now. Shit. This.
Did you even start the recording back up? Or do you have to go on what's it to make sure it's okay to record?
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, so yeah, they can still hear us. So it's still recording, so it's good on YouTube. So YouTube, I do apologize.
Where do you want me to start?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, you guys still hear us? Or no? Yes?
Yes.
No?
Yeah, it sounds like you're in an echo chamber, but yeah.
All right, if you guys can hear us, cool. YouTube, I'm
A little bit
sorry.
tinny.
Jeez, I freaking hate this. God dang it, what the heck? Jen, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's.
I don't know why it's doing it either.
All right, come on,
Yeah,
work for
oh
me,
my
buddy. Work for me.
God.
There we go. All right. Start
Huh.
from what you said. Just do Walt Disney Picture Presents the 2004.
I don't think it got the last part though.
Wait, hold on.
Can you go back and listen?
Mm-mm.
Walt Disney Pictures on November 19th, 2004 releases National Treasure, starring Nicolas Cage as Benjamin Franklin Gates, a historian and treasure hunter searching for a hidden war chest left behind by the founding fathers after the American Revolutionary War. It's actually one of my favorites. The film became a surprise blockbuster hit, blending historical conspiracy adventure and mystery with a distinctly Disney tone. Its success later inspired a sequel, National Treasure, Book of Secrets, and a Disney Plus spin-off series. On November 20th, 1989, Disney expands its Disney Dollars currency line by introducing a $10 bill featuring Minnie Mouse. Disney dollars, first introduced in 1987, were collectible currency that could be used at Disney parks, resorts, and stores, and they became highly sought after by Disney fans and collectors alike. Minnie's edition marked the first time a female Disney character appeared on Disney's own money. On November 21st, 1994, a brand new attraction, the Timekeeper, opens in Tomorrowland at Walt Disney World. The innovative experience featured Circle Vision 360-degree film, audio animatronics, and special effects that took guests on a humorous journey through time with Jules Verne and the robot Timekeeper, voiced by Robin Williams. Alongside his quirky assistant Nine-Eye, voiced by Rhea Perlman. The show was a fan favorite for its imagination and humor until it closed in 2006 to make way for Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor.
Perlman, is she married to Danny DeVito?
They're divorced, but yes, they were married.
That's what I thought. I was like, I heard that name before. I'm like, Perlman.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were married. They are no longer married. November 21st, 2008, Disney releases its 48th animated feature film, Bolt, a CGI animated adventure about a dog who believes he has superpowers, voiced by John Travolta as Bolt and Miley Cyrus as his owner, Penny. The film was praised for its humor, heart, and emotional storytelling. I still have not seen that movie.
It's a good movie.
Bolt marked one of the first films produced after the Disney Pixar merger, setting the stage for Disney's animation modern CGI revival that would later include Tangled, Frozen, and Zootopia.
Yeah, so all in that 1 year in 2008, we got Tangled, Frozen, and Zootopia, but
that's not true.
Well,
Tangled was 2010, Zootopia was 2016.
Okay. Oh, you're right. You are correct. But I'm just saying, like, it's what Jen said. She said after the
later include.
Yeah. So yeah, later. So that's okay.
Necessarily mean on the day.
Well,
on the year.
On the year. So never mind. Never mind.
And I just don't think that Bolt is the same. Like, I don't feel like Bolt was the same quality. At least the animation that I've seen from it was the same quality as like Tangled or Frozen or Zootopia.
No, this graphics from Bolt. It was like more of like a video game.
I can't wait to see Zootopia 2, actually.
I know. Zootopia 2, yeah. Yeah.
And I am definitely a kid at heart when it comes to that. November 22nd, 1991, Disney releases its 30th animated feature film, Beauty and the Beast.
Aww.
Theaters across the US and Canada featuring Robbie Benson as the Beast and Paige O'Hara as Belle. This masterpiece became the first animated film ever nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture.
Let's go.
On the very same day, Beauty and the Beast live on stage debuts at the 1,500-seat Theater of the Stars on Sunset Boulevard at Disney's MGM Studios, now Disney's Hollywood Studios. The Broadway-style stage shows brings the magic of the film to life daily and continues to delight guests decades later. On November 22nd, 1994, located at 1801 West Buena Vista Drive, Disney's All-Star Music Resort opens up as part of the Value Resort collection.
Nicole's favorite resort.
Mm. The resort celebrates different genres of music, from rock and roll and country to jazz and Broadway. It's known for its oversized instruments and colorful decor, plus the fun, family-friendly vibe that makes it an affordable yet lively stay for park guests. November 22nd, 1995, Disney and Pixar releases Toy Story, the first fully computer animated feature film in cinematic history. Starring Tom Hanks as Woody and Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, this groundbreaking film changed animation forever. It kicked off one of Disney Pixar's most beloved franchises and set new standards for storytelling, technology, and emotional depths in animated movies. But why are we even going on with that one? It already tried too much. November 23rd, 1994, Epcot Spaceship Earth reopens with all new narration by acclaimed actor Jeremy Irons and a refreshed musical score by Ito Giodotti. it now does not have that. The update reimagined the attraction storytelling with a deeper focus on communication and innovation throughout human history. Iron's powerful voice and new soundtrack created a rich cinematic experience that many fans still remember as one of the best versions of the attraction.
Which it was. This was actually one of my favorite
I
versions.
remember his voice when we would go on it, and that's amazing, but I do love Judi Dench. Dame Judi Dench. November 23rd, 2016. Walt Disney Animation Studios releases Moana, a musical fantasy. I just want to say Moana, make way, make way.
Oh, jeez.
We were having a sing along last night, me and my friends. Musical fantasy adventure about a brave Polynesian teenager who sets sail to save her island, featuring the voices of I'm not going to say that, Cravalho as Moana and Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Maui. The film was celebrated for its breathtaking animation, cultural authenticity, and the hit songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda, including How Far I'll Go and You're Welcome.
It's a Louis. A Louis Carvalho.
That is not how you say that.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's okay.
O-D-E.
I think that's how you say her name. A Louis or
It's probably Auli.
Owly.
Auli.
okay. All right.
But I was not going to try that. November 25th, 1971, just a month after Walt Disney World's grand opening, America the Beautiful, a Circle Vision 360-degree film, makes its debut in Tomorrowland. This patriotic film took guests on a sweeping panoramic journey through the landscapes and cities of the United States, immersing them in the country's beauty and diversity, all through Walt Disney's innovative 360-degree camera technology. November 25th, 1992, Aladdin soars into theaters. Disney releases its 31st animated feature film, Aladdin, in U.S. theaters nationwide, featuring the voices of Robin Williams as Genie, Scott Wagner as Aladdin, and Linda Larkin as Jasmine. This vibrant musical adventure became an instant Disney classic with songs like A Whole New World and Friend Like Me. The film went on to win 2 Academy Awards and solidified the Disney Renaissance era. And we sang those songs too.
And Leah Salonga I think that's how you say her last name. She has the honor of being the only person to voice 2 Disney princesses. She's singing voice for Mulan and Jasmine.
That's right, she is.
Congratulations. Now you know if you didn't.
I did know that, but not everybody does. And that is true. Salonga was the one who did it for Linda Larkin because she does not sing. And I think there was somebody who sang for Scott Wagner too, because I don't think the guy who plays could sing as well.
His name was Brad Williams.
Yeah.
Not the comedian, but there's a singer named Brad Williams. I think that was his name. But Jen, thank you so much for this week in Disney history. Now, guys, it is time for one of my favorite segments on the show, and I believe Jen is sticking around, or she's gonna go night night. But guys,
don't know yet.
Guys, it is now time for one of my favorite segments, Ride of the Week. Now, Mags, you are since you're back on the Roundtable, I'm sure you've been listening a couple episodes. So this is our newest segment where I pick rides from
sometimes
shows from either Disney theme parks, Universal theme parks, SeaWorld, and I bring back either the old school attractions, the new school attractions, or attractions that we have not really heard of, like at all. So tonight, guys, I am going to be talking about one of my favorite shows at Epcot.
Yep.
It's time for us to have some fun under the sea with Turtle Talk with Crush.
Yes. Now
Yes, Mike. Yes, go ahead. Yes, Mike.
I was going to say, Ryan, last week he did actually Test Track where he talked about all 3 versions.
I like Test Track. I do like Test Track.
Yeah.
I've never done the Turtle Talk before.
Okay.
Awesome, actually.
Well,
I have a friend who was friends with Crush.
We have a friend that's friends with Crush as well.
Yes, we do. So, and he is awesome, and I'm proud of him. And I also saw an opening for an audition to be Crush. So I'm like,
to be friends with Crush.
yes, to be friends with Crush.
Remember?
And I apparently I missed it, and I'm like, no, this would have been a perfect role for me as the friends with Crush. I'm like, oh man. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, while Disney has never publicly revealed the exact construction cost of Turtle Talk with Crush, experts estimate that it was relatively low budget attraction compared to Epcot's large scale rides like Test Track or Mission Space.
Well, it's basically a screen where somebody can talk. It's a screen with basically similar animations for pretty much every Turtle Talk, but the guy that is friends with him speaks into a microphone.
Yeah, well, I'll get into that later on.
It is funny. Like the friend of Crush is really hilarious.
Yeah. All right. So, but guys, I actually did find the cost of how much I did find out how much it costs to build Turtle Talk with Crush. So, Mags, Nicole, Mike, and Jen, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. How much did it cost to build Turtle Talk with Crush?
2.5 million.
All right, Jen, you said 2.5. Mags?
Be like a $150. 1.5 million. 1.5 million.
1.5 million. Mike, how much did it cost to build Turtle Talk with Crush?
I'm gonna say about 2 million.
2 million. Nicole, how much did it cost to build Turtle Talk with Crush?
I mean, obviously the building was already there. But with the technology in the room, I'm gonna go 2.5 million.
Yeah, you guys are gonna flip out. $15 million.
Fair enough.
$15 million. Okay, so with that money, the real investment wasn't in physical sets or ride vehicles. It was in cutting edge technology and digital infrastructure. Yep. In 2004, Walt Disney Imagineering worked closely with Pixar to develop a real-time animation technology that could bring Crush to life in an interactive format. The project required custom motion capture systems, high-speed rendering servers, backstage performer stations, and a network that allowed instantaneous lip sync and movement response, all of which were groundbreaking at the time. Insiders suggest.
Did you mean instantaneous?
Probably.
Yep, instantaneous.
I think you accidentally said like incestuous or something like that.
Oh my gosh. Insiders suggest the initial R&D phase cost several $1 million, primarily due to the new software and the integration of Pixar's proprietary animation pipeline. But when compared to other Epcot attractions with multi-million-dollar show buildings, Turtle Talk with Crush was a modest yet revolutionary addition, proof that innovation doesn't always need a massive budget to make an impact. Okay, a massive budget. That budget was $15 million to just build, Turtle Talk with Crush at Epcot. So, Turtle Talk with Crush officially opened to guests at Epcot Living Sea Pavilion, now the Seas with Nemo and Friends, on November 16th, 2004. Before this debut, the pavilion had seen declining attendance following the early 2000s, and Disney was eager to, you know, come up with something new, relevant, and tied to Pixar's hit film Finding Nemo, which came out in 2003. This interactive show quickly became a crowd favorite, charming both kids and adults with its unscripted humor and heart. It was so successful that Disney duplicated it across the globe. You have it in Disney California, Adventure, which opened in July of 2005. Tokyo Disney Sea opened their version in October of 2009. Even Children's Hospital of Orange County received a custom installation in 2013. A generous gesture by Disney that allowed hospitalized children to interact live with Crush from their hospital rooms. In 2016, to coincide with the release of Finding Dory, the attraction received a major refresh that added new characters from the film, including Dory, Destiny, Bailey, and Hank the Octopus. These additions made the show even livelier and ensured it remained relevant for a new generation of fans. All right, now we're getting into the Imagineering detail. The technology behind behind Turtle Talk with Crush is where Disney Imagineering flexes its creative muscles. The attraction pioneered digital puppetry, a system allowing a live performer to control a computer-generated character in real time. Behind the scenes, a trained cast member known as a show host uses a motion capture rig and a microphone to control Crush's facial expressions, lip movements, and body gestures.
That sounds cool, actually.
It does. And
I remember watching a whole show on the Travel Channel. It was like an hour-long special about Turtle Talk with Crush. It was great.
Which is so cool to watch that behind the scenes of it. So it also says here, the performer can even see the audience through discreetly placed cameras, allowing for perfect timing and improvisation.
Well, that's why they're able to see people with their hat, say, oh, that person with such and such hat.
Yep.
Or not hat, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. The window to the Pacific that guests look through is actually a rear projection screen displaying a stunning animated underwater vista. The background features reefs, bubbles, and passing fish, all carefully animated to mimic a living ocean environment. Every flicker of light and passing school of fish is intentional, crafted to create immersion. Lip synchronization operates at a silky smooth 60 frames per second, allowing Crush to respond instantly to audience questions. The dialogue is 100% unscripted. No two shows are ever the same. One moment, Crush could be explaining ocean currents, and the next, joking about someone's totally righteous hairdo.
Yep.
Imagineer Joe Garlington played a pivotal role in developing the concept. His background in interactive exhibits, including early Disney Quest technology, gave him the expertise to blend storytelling, audience engagement, and high-end digital puppetry. The result was a small-scale attraction that revolutionized how theme park characters could come to life. All right, so we're after we finish some of the Imagineering, now we're getting into the wait times and the average. If you're planning your Epcot day, Turtle Talk with Crush is one of the most accessible attractions in the park in terms of wait time. According to queue tracking data from Thrill Data, queue times, and Laughing Place, the average wait time I'm sorry, the average wait hovers around. Do you guys want to take a guess on what's the average year-round wait time for Turtle Talk with Crush?
30 minutes.
That's hard to say because it takes into account sessions that are already happening.
That's true. So the yearly wait time for
I would
Crush
say, I'd say 15 minutes.
Yeah,
on the money, Mags.
around 15 minutes.
15?
Yeah.
15 minutes year round.
It's not that, I mean,
Yeah,
like, it's
that's not
not
that
really
bad.
hard to
Mind you,
do.
it's because you get a lot of people in there. Um,
Now,
so
since we are heading towards the peak holiday season, which now we're into, we just finished, Food and Wine Fest. Now we're heading into Epcot's international holiday season, their event. So their wait times can spike between 30 to an hour wait. But those are very rare to see.
yeah, yep.
So
So I will say this about Turtle Talk: it is so hilarious.
it
It
is.
actually is
It
fun.
It is.
is very hilarious. If you've never seen, go on YouTube. You can find a bunch of like funniest responses from Crush, from the Turtle Talk with Crush the segment. There were some pretty hilarious ones. My favorite one is the one that this one girl said, where he goes like, "How can you handle six?" Larry talked to Crush and said, "How can you handle 600 kids while my dad can barely handle six?" Handle three, or Betty handle three kids or something like that. And guess how Chris responded, Ryan and Nicole?
That he's like 600 years old.
No, no, to the fact that Crush has 600 kids, but that girl's dad could barely handle three or something like that.
Anyway, I'll find the
If you want
I'll
to
find
know,
it later.
okay, he Crush goes like, "Wow, okay, way to throw your dad under the bus there, kid." Literally just caught her out, saying like you kind of just threw your dad under the bus. Literally, I don't know who they get to voice it, but Turtle Talk and Crush is honestly one of my favorite live shows. Actually, probably is my favorite show there at the park.
Uh, each each uh each session typically lasts 12 to 20 minutes, and the room seats around 100 guests comfortably. So yeah, if it's around 100 guests. In terms of guest flow, it's a perfect filler attraction, something you can easily experience between major rides like Soarin' and Spaceship Earth. Plus, it's indoors and air conditioned, making it an ideal midday break from Florida's heat and humidity.
It
So,
is.
all right,
Let
so
me
now,
ask you guys this.
yes,
If they did a Turtle Talk style experience at Universal with the Universal theme parks character, what character would you want them to do it with?
E.T.,
Um,
For Universal characters.
Hmm.
Well, if
wait,
I'm gonna go more comedic, hmm.
Donkey, Donkey, E.T.,
Donkey, and like
yeah,
Shrek. No,
Donkey
no,
would
no,
be
Shrek and
good.
Donkey. They Here's what I'm gonna say this right now.
Donkey or Squidward.
wait,
Mm,
Oh,
wait a
Squidward.
minute.
they
I
could do it
got,
with Patrick.
oh, Patrick,
No,
Patrick have his own show. That'd be awesome.
no,
Patrick, it would be
Patrick.
so interesting.
So the reason why I said specifically Donkey and Shrek is because, well, for DreamWorks, they did one of their channels, they did a miniseries called Swamp Talk with Shrek and Donkey, and I imagine that's what it's gonna be like essentially, where it'll be
See,
like,
Wait a minute, I got
I
one more.
would go with I'd go
I
with
got,
one of the best Universal attractions, the one that everybody thinks is the best attraction at Universal, Jimmy
go
Fallon.
on.
So therefore, Jimmy Fallon introduced.
No, boo, pass.
uh, uh,
I think the next interactive they should have, if it's visual interactive like Crush at Epcot, they should have an interactive version with Beetlejuice.
oh, another interactive one that could be kind of funny is is if we're going from another thing, uh the from How to Train Your Dragon universe, Rough Nut and Tough Nut.
That'll be good too. But
Oh, they would be cool.
but they already have a meet. They already have a meet and greet at Epic Universe. So that
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, but we have it'll be their animated versions. Plus, honestly, watching the TV series and everything, they would be funny too.
But I mean, we can't do anything
What
with Harry
about
Potter. So
well, how
that's
about
out of
for
the question.
Mario, Toad? Toad tells you all about mushrooms,
Yes.
the best shrooms to go
Oh,
Well,
with, you know.
I would get
Ah,
annoyed
I
by,
would want a Toad one.
I would get annoyed by Toad's voice. Yeah, unless they do the movie Toad, then I'll be fine.
that means more money for Kevin Hart.
Or even Donkey Kong telling you about like
No, that's
apes.
not Kevin Hart.
No, I'm sorry. Michael Peel.
Ke-
Sorry. Yeah,
yeah,
Keegan Michael Peel. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Keegan Michael K.
Uh, Toad would be good. Donkey Kong would be good.
Or
Who else are we missing? Like, who else are we missing from? Who'd be a good interactive character meet and greet? Oh, what
You
about
want one for the kids, Cat in the Hat?
that'll be too creepy. That'll be too
no, no,
creepy.
no, 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 not Donkey
No.
Kong. Okay, for Donkey Kong, well, Donkey Kong doesn't really speak much. If we're going by the video game stuff, I would say actually Cranky Kong would probably be it.
Oh my gosh. What about oh, I can't think of him. There's two. There's one guy, there's the one that's the uh oh my God, the orange guy from oh my God, why can't
I'm
I?
not gonna say what I thought when you said that.
It's
That's
not
that's
from
what I heard. Oh, Jen, you just said it.
oh, I don't give a shit about the Cheeto. So it's it could be Horton from Horton Hears Who. That was
Oh, I
one.
like that.
The
That's a good
Lorax.
one.
The Lorax is the other one I was thinking of.
Yeah, the
Lorax with
Yeah.
Lorax.
environmentalism would be cool.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
Lorax, the little peanut. Okay, the little circus peanut. All right, sounds good.
He's not a circus peanut.
He looks.
Have Put some respect on his name.
Okay, Lorax, the circus peanut. Okay.
Respect. I had to say it the right way.
All right, so what I think that would be another good interactive character for Universal. What about Poe from Kung Fu?
Oh,
Edgar
that would
Allan?
be awesome. Poe from Kung Fu Panda.
But Poe is a Disney.
No, he's
No, he's DreamWorks.
He is DreamWorks but they have a Poe thing already
They do, but I'm
in
saying
DreamWorks.
I know, but I'm saying like an interactive thing where you can talk to Poe. That would be perfect.
Oh, kind of like Rise of the Resistance when you meet Poe Dameron there.
Not that Poe.
Okay, stop it, Ryan.
Not that Poe. Jeez, man. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and go ahead and rank Turtle Talk with Crush. So I know most of us have been to it. Mags, you have not been to it. But out of the history, what do you think about it so far? What would you give the whole history aspect of Turtle Talk with Crush? What would you give it out of 5?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a nice way to take a break, but it really doesn't sound like a headliner on a trip. Something that's a little bit fun way to spend 20 minutes, but it's not something you're really going to be remembering as a major highlight at the end of the day, most likely. So I'll say maybe a 2.
Okay, you give it a 2. Mike, what do you give Turtle Talk with Crush?
I give it a 5. Are you kidding me? It's hilarious.
There we go. All right, so
Ryan is crazy for giving it anything lower than a 4.
all right, so you give it. Mike give it a 2. I'm sorry, Mags give it a 2. Mike, you give it a 5. Nicole, what about you? What do you give? What do you give Turtle Talk with Crush?
This is one of those hard ones where it's like I wish I could break it down into various criteria, or like if this condition, then that. So I guess overall average. Currently, I'll go 3.5.
3.5. Okay, Jen.
3.5, somewhere around there.
It's like my favorite thing to do at Epcot. I mean, besides the living with the land stuff, but I'm kind of boring that way. I would definitely give it a 5. We try and go every single time that we're there.
You
Remy.
give it a 5. Now for me, I'm actually going to give it a 4.5.
You traitor.
I'm giving a
You
4.5.
traitor. So it's average of a
Traitor.
4.
So it averaged out to a 4. So yeah, so we
You traitor.
well, they can add more stuff to Turtle Talk with Crush. I mean, they can. But here's the reason why I give it a 4.5. Turtle Talk with Crush might not make your adrenaline spike like Guardians of the Galaxy, but it offers something arguably rarer, genuine, heartfelt connection. Every show is unique. You never know what Crush will say or which guest
Questions.
he'll pick to interact with. Sometimes he drops hilarious surfer lingo like "righteous dude," and other times he shares simple yet powerful messages about respecting marine life and keeping the oceans clean. It's the blend of comedy, education, and heart that makes it special. The attraction's only drawback is that it caters mostly to families with younger children. So,
How was that
Yeah.
a drawback?
hold on, not done yet. So, adult guests without kids might skip it. But honestly, they be missing out on some of the most authentic guest interactions Disney has to offer.
And some of the more hilarious ones. I do remember someone actually made a joke where they made a joke involving Moana. Actually, one time I went there where, you know how in Moana in the beginning scene, Moana protects a little sea turtle, from some crows to let it go on the beach.
Yeah,
mean-
dude, I saw that. I saw that YouTube video where the little girl goes, "Are you the same turtle in Moana?" And then Turtle and Crush goes, "Oh, you mean the Moana from Monta, whatever he said,
Yeah,
da 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 da."
yeah, the Matanui. Yeah, I know he actually made and then he said no.
He said, "Nope, I'm not that turtle." Wait a minute. And there was one part where the Crush actually went up to the surface and he goes, "Moana, what's up, dude?"
Yeah, of course.
So I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, all right, Crush.
no, yeah, no, they like doing that stuff.
So Turtle Talk with Crush is one of those Disney experiences that reminds us why the parks are so magical.
Well,
It- it-
if Moana, sorry, I wanted to say, I know him saying like saying hi to Moana, it can actually make somewhat sense. Depending on how far, because it is farther into the future, the Finding Nemo, it would make sense that Crush could technically still meet Moana, especially after what happened in the second movie.
Well, how many years ago was Moana taking place?
That is
It doesn't matter
way too
anymore
far
if you
back.
watch Moana. Did you watch Moana too?
No, and don't tell me anything about it.
Don't you
Okay,
do
but
anything,
basically,
Mike.
oh wait, I'm just gonna say something's gonna happen.
No, Mike.
I know she almost
Mike.
dies.
What?
Quiet.
What,
All right,
Jen?
so-
Sorry, what, Jen? What did you say?
I said I know she almost dies. We're not going there.
We're not going to
Look,
talk about that.
Yes,
I'm-
but you will
I
see what
still-
happens.
I still have a little bit of PTSD, and I know I'm using this in a very flippant way, but a little bit of PTSD from the whole Frozen situation. So let's not go there.
Okay, you'll see. Just if when you watch the movie, you'll see what I mean.
Okay. It doesn't rely on massive budgets or elaborate set pieces. It relies on creativity, imagination, and human connection. From an imaginary perspective, it's a landmark attraction because it broke new ground in interactive storytelling. Before this, theme park shows were one-way presentations. Guests watch passively. But here, for the first time, a digital character could listen, respond, and adapt to audience questions in real time. That's something even Pixar hadn't done before. It's also an attraction that emphasizes education through fun. Crush teaches kids about ocean currents, sea creatures, and the importance of protecting marine ecosystems, all while making them laugh. This makes Turtle Talk not just entertaining, but meaningful. Perhaps most importantly, Turtle Talk with Crush is proof that even a small attraction can make a big emotional impact. Guests often walk out grinning ear to ear, quoting Crush's surfer slang, or proudly telling their friends, Crush, talk to me. That's the kind of memory that sticks, the kind that keeps guests coming back to Epcot year after year. So next time you're exploring Epcot and find yourself wandering near the seas with Nemo and friends, take a deep dive into Turtle Talk with Crush. Sit back, relax, and let that chill wave riding turtle remind you what Disney does best: blending heart, humor, and high tech magic into one unforgettable shell aberration. Because, as Crush himself would say, dude, that show was totally righteous. Would you? And that would do it.
That was his audition, by the way.
That was not my audition. No, that was not. No. But yeah, so guys, that will do it for Ride of the Week on Turtle Talk with Crush. Now, guys, I haven't picked out which attraction I want to talk about next, so I kind of want to hear some of you guys' options on which attraction I should do it on for next week.
Ooh.
Mike, you have a suggestion?
Well, if I remember correctly, actually, I do have one. Have you done Hagrid's yet?
Hagrid's motorbike
Yeah.
creatures adventure.
Yeah.
Well, even though I did talk about Dueling Dragons, which is the same, track system, I could talk about Hagrid's, or I could stay over at Epcot and do maybe Cosmic Rewind.
Oh, that would be good too.
What do you guys think? Should we do it on Hagrid's or Cosmic Rewind?
I'm cool with whatever.
Okay.
Maybe Cosmic Rewind then, yeah.
All right. So,
yeah.
all right, guys. So next
you could do Jimmy Fallon.
I am not going to do Jimmy.
Ryan, shut up.
I'm not going to do it.
It's a small world.
No. He hasn't even done his bet from how many years ago.
Okay, when
You the Agent P adventure.
That's an old one. Yeah, it's an
We
old.
could do Seven Dwarfs.
Along with Kim
Mine
Possible.
Train. Well, we ride on Space Mountain.
I know that Hagrid. Yes, I know that Hagrid's is technically where it is, but it's not really the same ride.
I know it's not the same, but all right. Well, guys, you know what? For next week on Ride of the Week, we are gonna do it on Cosmic Rewind. So
Okay.
we're gonna stick around at Epcot, and I'll do a history on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind for next week on Ride of the Week. All right, guys. Well, I know it is getting late, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the program tonight. Well, actually, no. I got a couple more spots. I am so sorry about that, guys. It is now time for Mike's Munchies.
It's only 11.
It's only 10:50. Yeah.
All right, well, guys, it is now time for Mike's Munchies. Well, I know I am hungry. I'm having a little snack right now. I have my little nerds bites right now.
Yeah.
And
so
although
healthy.
although it's not dinner, but it's a little snack.
It's so healthy.
And you like it too. It's one of your favorite snacks
It is one of
too.
my favorites, unfortunately, but it's so healthy.
But so Mike, you know my question. Well, actually, not yet. Last week, we went to one of the most expensive seafood restaurants at the boardwalk. Dear God, dude, you spent over $190 at the Flying Fish.
Did I spend that much?
Yeah, you spent over $190. That was your total. So, Mike, you know the question. Where are we going?
So, okay. Well, guys, we are going back to Epcot, where we are going to a restaurant that I talked about beforehand, if I remember correctly, but I didn't give it the greatest review, but it's changed since let's just say it's not as it used to be. We are going back and revisiting Chef de France in Epcot.
We're going to Chef de France.
Yeah. So, a little bit of a history. Once again, what's so in regards to Septic France was built all the way back in actually 1980, October 1st on 1982, as as it was found on the same day as the park opened, as Epcot opened, part of the French district. Uh, as part of the French district. And well, it's considered one of the corners. It's considered one of the old time classic restaurants and it has gone through a little bit of history. It was founded by three renowned French chefs, Paul Bocuse, Roger Verge, and Gaston Lenotre. And well, it was definitely. And well, it is definitely, like I said, unfortunately, Gaston passed away back in 2009, where the other two are still alive.
Was it
But
2009 or was it 2010 that he passed away?
in 2009.
Oh, okay.
But this restaurant has been well. This restaurant has gone through some changes. The first time I ever went here, which was back in actually 2008, right before the year before Gaston died. Me and my family did not like it, and a lot of reviewers have gone on to say that it's not as good as it was when it first opened.
Well,
The appetite,
the reason why it wasn't that good is because it was because of it was because of the what you call it what's it called it was just too expensive. It
it
was
wasn't that
it was that bad.
I wasn't even saying it was expensive. It was more so that it just okay. When I went there, me and my family loved the appetizers and everything. The problem was the entrees. Some of them were either really weird to either that they weren't they didn't feel like they go together, some of the sauces, or in some cases they were overcooked, some of the items.
Because they do not know how to cook French food properly.
They didn't the chefs that
That's
were
the problem. That's the problem. I mean, some of the chefs over there, most of them, they knew how to cook, delicious French cuisine. But now, since they mostly Disney back in, you know,
when it first opened, it was great.
well, yes, but now I'm saying like from when it first opened, it was good, but then when pre-COVID hit, they got rid.
No, I'm not talking about currently. I'm talking about in the past.
Oh yeah, well yeah, well the past was good.
No, I'm talking about
good.
in 2008 when I went in 2008, Remy. In 2008, it wasn't really as good. It hasn't, and it's been like that for a few years. But this year, it's changed. People are going back to this restaurant. They are now actually people who have said that this restaurant sucks. They gave it another chance, and now it's actually really good again.
Why are they going back?
I think it's probably because they got competent chefs once again in the kitchen, ones who know their craft and know how to cook the French food that they were making, as well as they have been changed to change some of the items on there as well. It's definitely a smaller menu than it used to be.
All right, well, Mike, my question. Let's go ahead and get your drink out of the way. What are you getting?
So, well, quick question. Should I do the prefix meal or not?
Dude, I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a drink first.
No, because this is determinant. Should I go for prefix meal or should I not? Because they do have a prefix meal.
You're not doing prefix. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, fine.
That's out of your budget. You're not going with a prefix tonight.
No, it's actually so the prefix meal, to anyone who asked, it's $67.95 and it comes with one appetizer, choice of one entree, one dessert, and you get a glass of like three certain drink.
Wait a minute, you said it was $68, so that's with tax. So with my discount,
the discounts are not accepted.
Well, I'm just saying if it was discounted, whoops. Yeah, dude. If you have a discount, you for that dish it'll be $35.
Yeah, but it's unfortunately not. But to be fair, it might be cheaper. But anyway, so in the case of theirs, I'm not going. I'm just gonna go for a straight up wine because they are well. Yeah. Okay, so for me, I am gonna go with a glass of Les Vins de Chef.
Ooh, and how much is that?
That is 8.95 for a glass. With
Do you want to get the
George de Boeuf selection, Pays d'Oc Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Merlot, and Cabernet Sauvignon. There was a carafe.
do you want to get the bottle instead, or just the
No, no, I'm only doing the glass.
you don't want to get the bottle? I mean, I've gotten the bottle.
The butter is 41.95.
Cool, $42. All right, but you want to get
No,
the
no, I'm not doing the bottle. All right, no, actually, you know what? No, no, I'll do the carafe. I'll do the carafe, which is a little bit bigger,
Oh,
which
okay.
is 15.25.
It's $15.
15.25 for
Oh,
yeah,
all right, Mike. So
Just one thing, it's carafe, not carafe.
carafe. All right. So I
all
at
right,
least get two. I
so
get two drinks out of that, basically.
you want to get two drinks? All right, what's the next drink
No,
you want
no,
to get?
no. I'm saying I get two drinks out of that. That's you get two drinks out of a carafe.
Huh.
You get two
Okay.
glasses, essentially enough for two servings of that wine. All right,
All right. All right, Mike. So now we are gonna go into your
appetizer.
appetizer. All right. Well, I'm just gonna take a straight up guess.
One.
Uh, here's what I think you're gonna get there because I've had it there before.
What is
I
it?
I went to this restaurant with my aunt. She came down to Georgia. She visited me and my family, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Epcot. You want to join me?" I'm like, "Absolutely, I'll be there." So she picked out the restaurant, and it was Chef de France.
Mm-hmm.
Appetizer that we got was escargot.
Yes,
Ew.
it is. You are correct. I go for the escargot. It is really good
It's,
there.
mm, I don't do snails.
Jen, it's actually really good.
I don't do
I'm
snails.
not gonna lie, it doesn't even smell.
I have a hard enough time eating pork. I don't do snails.
It doesn't even smell over there.
It
Like,
doesn't matter
Yeah,
if
but
it's the chewy flavor,
okay,
chewiness, the texture. I don't
yeah,
do
it's
snails.
texture.
Mike, how much?
Yes.
They're little animals.
Mike, how much is escargot now at Chef de
Some
France?
days I want to be a freaking like
Okay,
good
so
man.
so it's a 17. So first of all, so 17.95. And Jen, by the way, snails are considered insects. They're not considered animals. That's a
They
different
are
thing.
they are not insects to me. They are animals. They are um
Wait, actually, I
what I
think
call
that
them decapods. Um
I thought they're part of like the mussel family.
Or
I,
mollusks.
they're mollusks.
oh, they're a
That's what I was looking
gastropod.
for.
They're a
They're
gastropod.
gastropods.
so is
Technically an animal.
is escargot
They do not have a skeletal system.
so is escargot a an aphrodisiac?
Uh,
No.
no. Anyway,
I'm just curious. Like maybe
You're so weird.
no. Okay, so
No.
yes.
I mean,
So snail.
you gotta think about oysters are aphrodisiacs,
think about
clams
that.
are
No, they're not.
aphrodisiacs.
They're not. They're not. Anyway,
Well,
so
You don't
getting
need to
back
think
to it.
about that.
well,
So anything escargot is 17.95.
jeez, Louise. Okay, Mike. So you got your drink. You got your appetizer. Now, where are we going for your entree?
So for my entree, um, well, okay. So my brother went here just recently. When he was my oldest brother who went there, and well, he got two entrees when he was eating out with eating out with a friend. I'm not gonna go for the more expensive one. The more expensive one he went for was the steak frites.
Oh, the steak there's pretty good too. I forgot
Yeah,
about
but it's also
that.
$55, but I'm not going for that one. Instead, I'm going for the other thing that he went that is probably just as good, that is really good too, which is the gratin de macaroni.
You're gonna get the macaroni there.
What? It's really freaking good.
How much is it?
It's $26.95.
God dang.
That's too much for macaroni.
That's way too much, dude.
Yeah, but it's macaroni based with cream and Gruyere cheese, and it's a pretty big dish.
All right.
That's too much for that.
It's
All
an
right.
entree size of
make that.
macaroni. Jen, it's an entree size of macaroni. Bye, Nicole.
Bye,
But still
Nicole.
over-
Bye.
We'll see you next time, Nicole.
Next.
All right. So
So wait, what were you saying, Jen?
yeah,
I said it's still overpriced.
Jen, quick question. If you got an entree size of lobster bisque soup, how much do you think that would cost?
Mike, don't you dare bring the lobster bisque in here.
Yes, I will bring the lobster bisque because the size is a thing.
I can get Gruyere cheese for much cheaper and make it myself and be fine. I can
Okay,
make
that
pretty
is true.
damn good mac and cheese.
Okay.
And
Even I can make
lobster's expensive.
That's true. And Mike,
So
even I can
Yeah.
make some good macaroni and cheese.
Wait, lobster's not that expensive.
Dude, it's expensive over here.
it is
Really? It's like
Yeah,
I could
it's
get it
way
for, like-
it's way too much over here, dude.
How much is it over there?
Last time I chose like $30 a pound,
No.
What?
not that much. Like
maybe
Dude.
15, maybe 15 a
if
pound.
you go, would you shush?
Okay.
If you
Jen,
go
how
and
much-
get a lobster meal at freaking like
I meant
lobster?
I meant a lobster. I meant lobster. Yes, I meant getting just straight up lobster to buy at a food store.
I don't know at a food store, but just at
Yeah, lobster's cheap at food stores. They're not
Yeah.
as expensive as people think, unless
Well,
you get the lobster
if
tails.
you get
Lobster
charged. Yeah, you always get the lobster tails. They got the most meat.
Well, I know. No,
Because
if you
it's
get
delicious.
if you get a whole lobster, it's a little bit different.
Mm.
And like it's cheaper to get a whole lobster to just get lobster tails because lobster tails they
Well,
kind of overprice them. But
we
anyway,
live in Florida. We don't usually have. I mean, I don't know.
okay. All right.
Wait,
Anyway,
wait. I actually might have that answer. I put in I asked a question in Chat GPT. I said,
don't.
no. Here's what I said. I said, how much is a whole lobster at Publix? Okay, so pretty
Lobster
much-
is about $23 a pound, is what I found.
that's what you found.
I found about $23 a pound.
Yeah. So
Okay, so 30 wasn't that far off.
yeah. So it
$23 a pound is how much
Yeah.
it costs.
$23 a pound. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it is
That's
expensive
it.
down there.
That's only at Publix. Now we do have like our own. There's a really good seafood spot. They have like they bring in like clams, oysters, shrimp, the whole 9 yards of different fish items. But their lobster over there is like $25 to $30, and it's called Lombardi's, and they have like all of their fish items there. And it's,
Okay, let me
Yeah.
just tell you this. Depending on the price, like I'm guessing because you're further down south, it costs more because for us over here, it's like actually kind of cheap.
Well, there's
Okay.
probably more lobster there. They don't,
Yeah, we get lobster tails. Sometimes you just sell lobster tails, but if you could get a whole lobster, you can get a whole lobster depending on the thing for like a whole lobster, mind you, which is like generally a 2 pound lobster for like 16 to $20 here.
yeah.
Yeah, no
So that means it's like $8 to $10 a pound here. It's very cheap here.
All right, Mike. So we had your drink, your appetizer, your entree. Now, buddy, it's time for your Gucci French dessert.
Okay, so all right. Now I'm only gonna have the dessert I'm gonna get is gonna be $14.95, but there's two desserts, and I want you to choose. Either I have the gâteau à 3 chocolates glacé à la vanille, which is 3-layer chocolate mousse cake with vanilla ice cream, or the other one is just called Baba, which is vanilla silk brioche with tropical compote and whipped cream.
Well, I mean, would you like to add your favorite dessert as well from the artisan ice cream shop too?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's another restaurant. I would love to, but I can't.
You can if you want to. I mean, it's right next door, so.
Can I wait?
Okay.
You're allowing me to? No, I have to understand that. I
Are you
don't
with
sure?
the
have it.
brioche bun.
Dude, I'm telling you, it can be an add-on on this bill if you want it.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
You
I
are
know
screwing up
stuff.
the sanctity of this, Remy.
It's
Remy, I
it's
had to
still
stay
it's
on
still a
code.
French cuisine though. So
Yeah, but it's not the same restaurant. But Remy. Okay, so tell
all
me
right,
what's the.
you're gonna go with the chocolate dish.
All right, Ryan, what do you think? You're the tiebreaker because Jen picked the brioche and Remy picked the chocolate. What do you choose?
Can we get chocolate on the brioche? Is that an option? Can we
No,
like get both of them and like combine them together?
I don't think so. Otherwise, it would be
Like,
20. I mean, we could, but that would be like $30.
well, you know what? I'll join you for the meal. Mike will split the bill.
Would you?
And you guys and
Hell
you guys
yeah, let's do it.
and you guys can use my discount. So there you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, wait, we should get another entree then.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. What do you want?
Um, you know what? Do you like beef?
I do like beef. Where is the
How about
beef?
How about beef bourguignon?
Oh, the beef is right here. I like it.
Okay, so add that to the thing. Brian's in on it, and that is
Wait.
$39.95.
How much is it?
$39.95. You
All
don't need to
right.
get another appetizer because appetizers usually just that's usually a thing that everyone shares.
All right, so Mike, we got your. I'm going to do your total for you right now, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Plus that. So and that. You know what? It's a very good restaurant. I'm actually going to bring up the tip a little bit because it is a really good restaurant. There.
Yeah, it is much better now than it's been in like the past maybe 10 or so 15 years.
All right, Mike, you're ready for your grand total, and I'll give you my discount total as
Yeah.
well. So your grand total comes out to be $154.
Wow. So
Now-
divided by two.
Now with my discount, I think about my discount now because we do get a very good discount at that restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So minus that, yeah, Mike, if you were with me at Chef de France using my discount, your grand total came out to be $100.
So divided by two because technically it would be.
Two?
Oh, wait, but Remy said he's coming with us. So
Yeah, so you get
Oh,
divided
divided by
we gotta
three.
split him on
divide by three, buddy. Hold on.
Okay, then so divided by three, that's
$33.
yeah, that's actually not too bad for splitting
pretty
stuff.
good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, so Chef de France, I'm gonna give it actually for my rating now.
What do you give it? What do you give it?
I'm actually going to give it a. You know what? You're gonna be surprised by this. I'm actually gonna give it a 5 based on what everyone has said.
You're gonna give it a 5.
This used to be one of the restaurants that it started off great, fell into disrepair with the fact that some of the entrees people didn't know how to handle stuff. They did good with the appetizers, but not very good with the entrees. But now it's like people have talked about this. They're putting it in their top 10 best restaurants in Disney in terms of
Wow.
in terms of sitting restaurants, not fast. Not the fast.
Not the counter, but not like your quick service, but for an actual sit down restaurant,
People
are giving they're putting Chef de France in the top 10 list. Okay,
yeah,
well,
people are putting it. That's how good it got. Again,
I still don't understand, but for me, I mean, the last time I went with my aunt,
when was that?
It was years ago, but ever since, like every time I actually walked by it today when I was at Epcot for a little bit. So
And you didn't stop at the Artisan de Glace?
no, I did not. I actually did not buy anything at all today. I just walked around, went on a ride, and that was pretty much it. So for me to give it a rating for Chef de France, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay, and Ryan, what about you?
So I ate there back in 2017.
Yeah.
I was not terribly impressed, so I'm going to give it a 3 simply because I'm going off of my experience there way back when.
So 4.5, 3, and
Wait, hold on, Jen. What about you? What do you give the Chef de France?
I have never been there, so I don't.
So
okay, so what's this? So okay, so
3.2.
No. 12.5 divided by 3, it's 4.2.
Yeah, 3 point. That's what I'm saying. Divide by
You
the.
said 4. You said
Oh,
3.2. It's 4.2.
whoops, my bad. 12. Yeah, divide that by the 3. Yeah, by the 3 of us. Okay. Yeah, it's a 4.2. Wow. Okay, so we do give Chef de France a 4.2. All right,
Yeah.
Mike. Where are we going next week?
Okay, so another one I'm gonna be going. Hmm.
Are we staying on Disney property, or are we going somewhere else?
No, uh we are staying on Disney property. But and we're staying in and we're staying in and actually we are staying in Epcot.
We're staying in Epcot. Really? You don't want to mix it up a little bit?
I know, but that's because I decided I want to go from French to Italian. We're going to what people consider probably the best pizza restaurant in Disney,
Viva Napoli.
Via Napoli.
Yep,
Ristorante
Via
e
Napoli.
Pizzeria. Okay, come on. You don't tell me you haven't been there, right?
Dude, that's my favorite spot. I went on my previous birthday with a
Yep.
bunch of friends of mine who I used to work with, and no, that's like no, it was like a few years. It was a few years ago. Back when I was working at that photo place that like years ago.
Keep going.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, so but Mike, the pizzeria you're talking about, the Via Napoli, the what I do is I go to the little corner place, the little corner area
Yeah.
to grab a pizza. That's the best spot to get a slice of pizza, and you get a for a slice of pizza and a beer. That is $7 right there.
Uh,
$7 for it.
and it's not in Via Napoli. It's next to it, right?
It's right next door to it. It's right next door. It's their pizza counter, and it's so good.
Oh, so it is part of Via Napoli.
It
It's
is. Yes, it is. It is
So
part of
yeah,
it.
no, Via Napoli. I going in there. By the way, it is very different.
It is.
Um,
And I
and
took
I will say this next time I will make it a group thing because I go for the pizza.
There you go. All right, Michael. Thank you so much. And Mike, it is time for us to get up on out of here. Please let our audience know where can everybody check you out on social media.
You can check me out on YouTube on King_Mike_X and be in a few days. I'm going to be releasing a video because Dragon Ball Legends is going to be having its is going to start Legends Fest there. But yeah, can't wait to talk about it next week. Especially because it's going to be it's going to be the day before Thanksgiving. And oh boy, I am not going to be looking forward. Actually, wait, hang on. I might change the restaurant instead and see if we end up going for another one because
Oh, but I was looking forward to it, man. Just keep it.
okay, fine.
Just keep it. I mean, I
Uh,
like that place. It's good. It's delicious. Just keep it.
you know what? Yeah, no, because literally they're just going to be doing we because most people are talking about literally just doing Liberty Tree Tavern apparently for Thanksgiving, and I don't.
Or
We've done
does
Liberty.
Universal have a restaurant that serves food from the country of Turkey?
No, oh boy.
No.
No, we're not doing that. Though I'm not gonna do it. I did a Thanksgiving last year with I'm pretty sure it was actually yeah no it was last year I did it on summer house on the lake. But I'm
Okay,
not
so
gonna.
so next week we're doing Via Napoli, right?
Yeah, we're going
Cool.
via Napoli. Though I will do a special one after that for Epcot International Festival of the Holidays.
Sounds good. Mags, where can everybody check you on social media?
You can't. This is
Okay.
it.
All
This
right,
is
this
it.
is
New
it.
social
That's
media.
right. This is it. All right, guys. Well, guys, it is time for us to get up on out of here. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida Theme Park Podcast. I really hope you guys enjoy this episode as much as we did. You guys can follow us on all social media, which is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube, which we do go live every Wednesday evening around 9 p.m. So make sure you guys follow us on all social media. Just type in Remy's Roundtable, and we will come right up on your platforms. And if you guys are listening to us on Spotify, make sure you guys give us that 5-star rating and a comment. We do like to read those, and just read them on the episode for you guys. And if you guys need a candle for your home or for your office, head on over to themagiccandlecompany.com. Pick yourself up a candle for your home or for your office, and use our code Roundtable19 at checkout for your lovely discount. And lastly, guys, if you guys need a t-shirt for the theme parks, head on over to teepublic.com. That's teepublic.com. Pick yourself up a t-shirt, and it helps out the show. Just helps out the program. On the behalf of Mike, Jen, Nicole, and our very special guest, Mags, guys, my name is Remy. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see everybody next time right here on Remy's Roundtable.